Hi there, viewers. Warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining the live chat session. Two new stories. Fano fighters substantiating their claim of capturing Lalibela Airport. A drone collapsed, I would say, in Oromia. We'll talk about that too. And thirdly, Abiy made a big claim today. What did he say? He was in Oromia. Uh, how true is this claim? Let me welcome the participants. Elijah Kano, first one who commented today. How are you, Elijah? Good to hear from you. Shafo, well, first member who commented today. Shafo, special welcome to you, Shafo. Wallo joins, says hi, Sajid. Lisa Redmond says good day. Unitafara Nahome Asafa joined too. T&O second member who commented today is T&O says, good evening, Mr. Sajid. Good to see you. Thank you, T&O. How are you? Daraj Ababe says, hi. Tikim Tafira joined after a few days. How are you, Tikim? The Home Architects here from Addis Ababa, where a fire is being reported close to Addis Ababa International Airport. Media here, name in Amharic, I cannot read that. Emmanuel Shimalis joined as well. Two main topics in today's live chat viewers, but a recap of what happened between Tigray and Afar fighters and what happened in Oromia too. I did two videos on that earlier in the day. Jabiz Mulune says the war never ends except negotiations. Yeah, you're right. But when to talk? When to talk? Esfalam Tikliab, Gezahagan, Zeriat Abraha, are you Zeriat? When to talk? Problem is that when one of the two parties is stronger, it wouldn't like to talk. It would try to crush the other side. In Ethiopia, talks happen when the two parties are fatigued and when they have tried and tested their tactics. Dinaul says, hi, Sajid, I like following your news and political analysis regarding what's happening in Ethiopia. Thank you, Dinaul. Engesom photo joined to Yemdos. Yemdos says, yesterday and today's news about Tigray and Afar opposite. Well, I said yesterday that maybe it was between Tigray and Amhara. It was a wild guess. I used the term wild guess, yes. We could not confirm that the issues between Tigray and Afar, and that's what I corrected today. Yesterday's report, I did not say it was based on information. I said it could be a wild guess, but today it was confirmed because today fighting broke out between Tigray and Amhara forces. The militia members, you can say. For several hours they fought. Tigray fighters entered Afar territories reportedly. And Megale, I think, is the Warada where they entered. Later, talks were held, they retreated, and talks ongoing. They want the perpetrators to be handed over to them, perpetrators who killed the Tigrayans, 8 Tigrayans. Now, secondly, was a drone was found collapsed on the ground in Oromia today. Horogodoro, while ago. And some pro Fano news outlets are claiming that it was shot down by Fano fighters. I could not confirm that. I have seen the video, the pictures of the drone. It's a TB2 drone. When a drone is shot down, generally you see the impact marks, the impact of the object which strikes the drone always registers an impact on the drone. No such impacts in, or drone can be shot. Drone can fall down if the link is cut off between the drone and operator, and that can be done by electronic warfare systems. Obviously, Fano or OLA don't have such electronic warfare systems. Russians, like, by the way, the military does have these systems, Karasa, Khafor, etc. So if these systems operate and they cut off the communication line of the drone just becomes uncontrollable and it just collapses. But the drone which uh, collapsed in Oromia, it was not shot down, no signs of any impact. It seems as if it lost its contact with the base, with the operator. Technical failure seems to be the reason. Fano groups, some pro-Fano news outlets are making these claims, but no such evidence. Sikkim says Somali did it. Somali does not have, I think, this type of weaponry. And it happened in Horugudoro Valley. Somali is far away from that. From that distance, I don't think that any electronic warfare systems can hit the communication line. So Somalia has no hand in it. I think it happened because of technical failure. Let's come to the point. Viewers, first news story: Lalibela Airport. Yesterday, I reported about Fano's advance towards the airport. Again, some people said, Sajid, you make up stories. Nothing is happening there. Fano fighters just make claims. You follow them, and all day you make up stories. I was very restrained in my reporting, by the way. I tried to verify each and every uh, bit and piece of detail. When they were advancing, I did a video back then. If you remember, I did two videos yesterday. I told you, but they advanced towards airport. They claimed they had taken control of airport. Some sources said that they were there. But still, I waited for the visual confirmation because people criticize me a lot sometimes. Sometimes the criticism is very fair. But in such reporting where there are no, where there is no internet connection, where social propaganda is being spread, mistakes happen. So I was very careful in analyzing that development in the Amhara region. So Fano fighters did manage to reach airport, but I was not sure about their taking control of the airport. Though one of my sources said that they took control of airport for a few hours, they left them. Still, we waited for visual confirmation. Visual confirmation came today. Just a few minutes ago, first video was released by Fano fighters from the airport, Lalibela International Airport. The video clearly shows Fano fighters there. No military. It seems military fled the airport because the airport was under the control of the military. Almost all major airports in the Amhara region are being controlled by military, ENDF. No military there, military fled. It seems Fano took control of airport. Later, reinforcements arrived, and Fano fighters retreated. The video is from yesterday, if I'm not wrong. Fano entered there yesterday. They stayed there at the airport. Then they retreated because obviously military brought in reinforcements. Now, where is Birhanu Jula? Where is Ababa Tadase? Where is Birhanu Bakale? The generals of Ethiopian National Defense Force. All of them said in their talks that Fano groups had lost the ability to carry out organized attacks. Thank you, Shafu. If Fano groups can take control of an airport, there cannot be a better proof of how organized they are, or better proof of their ability to organize, to carry out organized attacks. And it was done by just one Fano group. Asaminosege Brigade and Wolofano, two groups, I think, operated jointly, carry out this operation. And since yesterday, Ethiopian state media has been silent. Not a single word. This is third video which I am making since yesterday about Lalibela Airport. By the way, Fano and military fighting on several fronts, but I only cover main fronts which are of significance. Then other developments are happening to Ethiopia, so I cannot cover each and every front. It was a main activity, major activity in Amhara that Fano was advancing to Lalibela. So I did 3 videos on that. State media, Prosperity Party backed activists rejected Fano's claims. They shared pictures of dead soldiers. They said these are dead Fano fighters. They said these are Fano fighters who claim to be advancing towards the airport and taking control of the airport. They were just decimated. It was said by Ethiopian government-backed activists. None of them told the people that Fano fighters managed to take control of the airport, just for a few hours. But Fano groups, and that's what happened last year too, Badr. Last year as well, Fano fighters took control of Lalibela Airport for a few hours. Then reinforcements came, reinforcements, Fano retreated. Same happened yesterday as well. Where is the military? Where are the where are those who have been criticizing me, accusing me of spreading lies and just making up stories? Uh, Now, video evidence is there showing Fano groups are a reality. By the way, the 2 year long war in Tigray, I always said that TPLF is a reality. Any attempt that TPLF can be just finished means that those who are planning it are under an illusion. TPLF is here to stay. Now we can set the same too about Fano, about OLA as those who claim that Fano and OLA will be nowhere to be seen in coming days, weeks, and months. They are just fooling themselves or trying to fool others. Fano groups are becoming bigger. I compared today's Fano, last year's Fano in videos. I compared their numbers. I compared the number of their commanders. I compared their units. I told you that they are organizing themselves, getting bigger. Only one commander lost so far, and that is Ubante Abate. Wollo Fano under one command, Gujjam Fano under one command, two zones under one command. Gradually, North Gondar Fano has joined South Gondar Fano. We're seeing now fighting to the east, west, and north of Gondar city. So all this is pointing towards the fact that Fano groups are a reality. Government cannot crush Fano. Just like government could not crush OLA despite operations being launched for decades. We cannot say that all governments were in collusion with OLA. Some say that Abiy is OLA's friend, but EPRDF was not OLA's friend. EPRDF tried to crush OLA, it could not. So these armed groups have ideology, they have public support, and then the overall conditions in the country suit for the growth. By our conditions, I mean economic conditions, lack of employment opportunities, then the atmosphere of harmony, lacking, ethnic harmony, religious issues. All these things mix up, add up to create an environment in which armed factions clash. And we must not overlook the poor health of Ethiopian institutions. And people know that they cannot get justice, that no one will speak for them if they are arrested, detained, that anyone can be arrested, that security forces are above law, that there is no independent judiciary. When people think like that, it means that they'll try to get what they want to get by force. This is the type of atmosphere we're seeing in Ethiopia, which is leading to flourishing of these armed groups. Did the pilot survive? Mel Gabriel is saying. Well, drone pilots always survive because they're not in the drones. Jabneo is saying, you know about drone crash in Valaga. Yes, I did a video on that earlier in the day. It crashed, it was not shot down. That's my analysis. People say that the area where this drone crashed is inhabited by Amharas, and last year Amharas were killed there in an attack in Abedengoro, I think. So the groups operating there, Amhara groups, hit this drone, and it was shot down. But exaggeration. People will try to take credit for the drone's collapse, which was a crash, a technical failure. By the way, we are hearing rumors about Ethiopian Federal Police Headquarters being under attack as well. But before the start of live chat, I tried to confirm from Addis Ababa. We heard that there was a fire accident close to the airport. The Federal Police Headquarters, no confirmation about any sabotage there. Nahom says it could have been jammed. Well, no armed group has any capability of jamming TB2 signals. Come on, it's TB2. It's one of the most battle tested drone in the world now. It's not a joke. Thank you, Kifa. Mel Gabriel, Sajid, do you think Abiy will engage with Fano without a political dialogue? It's hard to bring peace and development in Ethiopia. Well, my instinctive reply would be Abiy will not talk to Fano now. I think stronger Fano will be seen as a more serious threat by Abiy. He will deploy more resources. Yes, he might offer talks. He might try to engage Fano indirectly, maybe, but internally, I don't think he would feel comfortable with Fano getting stronger. It's Oromo versus Amhara too. We cannot deny that. We cannot overlook that side of this conflict as well. Abiy from obviously Oromia stronger, and he is uniting Oromia behind him because he's saying that see, Fanos are coming. They want to reach Addis Ababa. They want to capture the palace, and now that Addis Ababa is being controlled by Oromos. See, Fano groups want to remove Oromos from Addis Ababa. So, stronger Fano means that Abiy will get more support in Oromia, firstly. Secondly, he won't show weakness by showing willingness to talk to Fano. He'll deploy more assets in Amhara. He will try to divide Fano. He will try to malign Fano. He will try to destroy Fano. No, Masifa, I don't know about how frequencies work, but I do know that these drones have countered some of the world's best electronic warfare systems developed. Even Russians could not, in the early phase of Russia-Ukraine war, they could not tackle TV2s. Some TV2s did. Uh, they crashed because of these electronic warfare systems. And by the way, Russia is one of the uh, it's one of those countries which has better electronic warfare systems. I covered Turkey Syria war. It was 4 years ago. I think just a war of around 3 to 4 weeks. I think even then, and Russians were there. Russian military was there supporting us government. Even then, Russians could not stop all TV2s from entering Syria. Same is happening in Russia-Ukraine war, though now we are seeing that gradually TV2 is being neutralized now by Russians. Now, I'm talking about now. Russians, after suffering losses, have found a way how to stop TV2s. You're talking about some group in Ethiopia, OLA or Fano, that it has the capability to launch this electronic warfare attack on TV2s. I don't agree with that. Can TB2 fall in the hands of Fano or TDF or OLA? So it wouldn't be of any use for them because TB2s need some ground control stations operated, so they wouldn't be able to make use of it. Yeah, yeah, Masgan, I know they're claiming that Volga, Fano hate the TB2, but they are just making a fool of themselves, I would say. They should not make these claims because those who know how drones operate, they know that the drone crashed. And if you see the drone picture, the video, it's very clear that it was not struck by anything. Fine, Holness, how are you? Let's move on to the second topic, viewers. PM Abiy made a big claim today. Can he walk his talk? What did he say? Abiy was in Ballet, Oromia today, and I think it's a very fertile area known for growing crops, wheat especially. And there he delivered a speech about food self-sufficiency. He said that Ethiopia has attained food self-sufficiency. In a few years, will be able to turn away aid with gratitude. Thank you, Bonnie, for becoming a member. We have a new member in our members community, Bonnie. Bonnie, if anyone wants to be a member, you can click the link given in description section of this live chat and the description section of videos. By the way, I'm writing articles on daily basis on News Addis, the website, NEWS News, ADDIS Addis. I wrote 2 articles, and today a viewer sent an article to be uploaded there. I am in touch with him about which pen name would he like to use. Naomi Asifa also became a member. Welcome, Naomi Asifa. Uh, which pen name should be used? Which picture should be used? So hopefully tomorrow I'll upload the first article written by a viewer for this website. I encourage you to write. Your content will not be censored as long as it's not hateful. Write and send it to me through email sajid672000 the rate of gmail.com. You can use any pen name which I will mention with the article. Let your voice be heard through your articles. Free to write on any topic about Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, Somaliland. This website is going to be a free, independent, and the most neutral website for all the people in the Horn of Africa. Anyone can write here if he has good expression. So let people read, let people see if your views are going to be appreciated by them or not. Anyone is writing article these days, even middle school kids. Yes, my 2-year-old daughter, my class 2 daughter does that too. But when it comes to forming an opinion, when it comes to building an analysis, that's different. Write an article with the conclusion, with suggestions, with insight, with recommendations. That is what matters when you write an article. Thank you, Noam, for being a member. Addis reporter. Did not know you was Addis reporter. No, no. Name of the site is News Addis. It's a new website. I created it around 4 to 5 days ago. It's not a site like other sites, Addis Standard or Addis Insight. There are several sites by the name of Addis. This one has been created by me, News Addis, a new site. So the Prime Minister claimed that in a few years, Ethiopia would be able to turn away aid with gratitude, and that Ethiopia has gained food self-sufficiency. A question, viewers, is uh, just a few weeks ago, we heard from UN and other humanitarian partners of Ethiopia that around 10 million people are in need of food aid in Ethiopia. 10 million people. Around 10% of Ethiopia population, 10 or around 10%. So the Prime Minister is claiming that country is progressing towards attainment of self-sufficiency, but 10 million people dependent on food aid. What does it mean? Does it mean that government is focused on exporting wheat? It is generating electricity, selling it to neighboring countries. It is producing wheat, exporting it, but its people are without electricity, dependent on wheat from the US, EU, UN, which seems to be uh, the true picture, by the way. So let's see, will Ethiopian government will it be able to extricate itself from foreign aid? We'll see. But the way Ethiopian economy is in need of foreign financial assistance, we'll never see in coming days, in coming weeks, coming months, coming years, Ethiopian government saying that no, we don't need any aid now, we're self-sufficient. No. Rather, The wheat which Ethiopia would produce will be exported, and Ethiopian government would try to uh, get as much aid as it can. Alex Avake says, why you considered as Ethiopia has government? We do not have government right now. What should I call them who are in power? Ephraim says, Sajid, from military perspective, why don't Fano destroy airfields when they take over? Just question. Well, do yes, maybe you are giving an idea to them. You are giving an idea to them. And secondly, these are the airports which are used by civilian airlines too. It's not that the airports are being used by military only. I mean, the Lalibela Airport, who use the airport? Ethiopian Airlines. The flights arrive there. Mainly, the flights are civilian flights. So if airports are destroyed, if airfield, if runway are destroyed, obviously people wouldn't like that because air travel would suffer. By the way, Ethiopian Airlines says that 30% increase in domestic passengers number has been registered this year, showing that by road travel is not safe. Maybe that is why people choosing to fly by air to move from one region to other regions. If foreign fighters start destroying, damaging airports, it means that people would suffer, people of the Mara region. 10% of every country can be hungry, KTC says. 10% of a country reliant on food aid. It does not happen in every country, by the way. Where do Fano get food and weapons from? T&O says, Fano are part of the people. They're from people. So, and people support them. Can you deny that Fano have public support? We cannot deny that. Yes, entire Amhara region is not behind them, but still there are elements who support them. And from abroad, diaspora, Amhara diaspora is overwhelmingly supportive of Fano fighters. Though the funds given by Amhara diaspora sometimes end up where diaspora does not want them to end up. They want them to send to Ethiopia to Fano groups. But sometimes the funds are misappropriated. Issues, between Fano's diaspora representatives, Ethio 360 people, then that Orthodox activists from Germany, I think, and others. They have issues accusing each other. So there are issues in terms of fund collection, but foreign fighters receive financial support from abroad too. OLA as well, by the way. I know that OLA receives funding from abroad too. Everyone knows people who follow OLA. By the way, I did a video today about Ilma Mirdasa, what he did in Adama 10 days ago. Please do watch the video. And I took 48 hours ago to confirm every bit and piece of that report. I got confirmation on the ground. I wrote an article too in detail about that Ilma Mirdasa's abduction, abduction by Ethiopian Air Force of civilians in Adama. You can read the article on newsadis.com. Kamal says, no people, Fano get weapons from Asmara. Well, you can say anything, but how to prove that? How can we accuse Eritrea without having any evidence? Nisabho says, greetings, Sajid. Isn't it strange that conflict between Tigray and Afar started right after the defense minister was replaced by an Afar woman? It could be a coincidence as well. Yes, Aisha is from Afar, but how can we implicate her in all this? What happened on the border? Alex Avake says, did you stop showing POWs? Well, I try not to show them. Why? Because you don't know when they were captured. Uh, I mean, those who were captured last year could be shown as fresh POWs. What they say, obviously, they're under duress. They cannot speak freely. The statements don't matter. So I don't. Uh, that's why I don't share videos of POWs. I only share those videos which show large number of POWs. Around 40 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat session. Today's big news was about Fano releasing a video from Lalibela International Airport. It's a big development from the Amhara region showing Fano groups still have the capabilities to carry out attacks on airports, enter main town cities. You'll see more such attacks in coming days. I think northern part of the Amhara region will see some activity, North Gondarfano, South Gondarfano, Woghemra, and parts of Wollo as well in coming days. Things heating up on Tigray forward to fighting there for several hours, but after that, but ceasefire there, and now talks ongoing between Tigray and Afar leaders. Lastly, the drone, which was found in Horogodoro Valley, TV2 crashed. It was not shut down reportedly. Abdi Karim joined late. Abdi Karim is a member too. Welcome, Abdi Karim. Lalibela Airport was taken by Fano yesterday. They captured it. Then they retweeted from the airport. They have released a video. Thank you for watching, viewers. Stay blessed. I'll be back tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.